back. Is the witch's curse real? They told me I'd be okay if I got baptized. But a bad boy can't get baptized. Jazzle said so. I'm scared. I don't want to be baptized and grow up. I'd rather be a chick forever than become such a monster. It will be okay, surely. It will work. I'll be with you. My poor Jazzuri, you are not alone. Jazzo is with you, so you will not be missed. Let us grow up together, and then leave here, do whatever we want to do. Jazzo will grow up, and Jazzuri will also grow up. Together we will be big and strong.
There is no Jazari. There is no Jazari. There is no Jazari.
Jazari died. His head was cut off, so now there's only you.
So Jazal is alone again.
Correct, you're alone. That's quite normal.
Who are you? And Jazal's Nikичas.
Me? I am Orlando the Knowledgeable. I know many things. I'm a great guy, aren't I? You will have trouble moving your head for a while, so be patient. It will join to your neck quite beautifully, you'll see.
Jazal is lonely. He cannot do anything alone.
What a boring Kachar. You poor boy. Then let me tell you a story.
Jazal likes stories. What kind of story is it?
It's a story of the chick traders who piled up thousands of dead babies in ancient Anekina.
Kashi does not like scary stories. He cannot sleep then.
No, it's not a scary story. By the time you finish listening to it, you'll be able to sleep at any kind of night. How about you there, Are you going to listen to? The story of a night of murders will be painful.
Who are you talking to? Jazal is right here.
Oh, it's just an observer. Nothing to worry about.
There was no choice at all, and this one could not help it. Kashi truly did not wish to do this.
Wild hunt is chasing them. Akabat broken down, so we all go round and round. Akabat broken down, so we all go round and round.
After all that happened, this one still has nothing. Khajiit only stacks corpses in the name of righteousness and calls it a good deed.
There are 6 eggs. 1 is rolling and 2 are poly and 3 have been broken by the cat. There's only 1 male chick. Born and die, rolling around 1,000,000 times. There's only 1 male chick. Born and die, rolling around 1,000,000 times.
It was the right thing to do. There was no choice. There never was one. Only gods in Ethereus, and all is wonderful in the world.
The blue star was broken and Rollington was born. If we cackles we all know. The moon turned blue so our king painted it red. And the exhausted king must sleep here. Moon turned blue so our king painted it red. And the exhausted king must sleep here.
Come on, I'm trying to sleep. Stop making such noise.
Who are you? How long have you been here?
I've been here long before you arrived. I'm Orlando, a kind mage from Atmora. I was a great mage back in my homeland, even thought to be an incarnation of Junal. Are you familiar with this tale?
You're so good with magic. Why aren't you outside fighting the snow elves? All the adults are fighting, aren't they?
I'm afraid I don't know any about magic. This is why I'm hiding here.
So what kind of magic can you do?
Dream magic. Any dream can be fulfilled with this kind of magic. That's right. What's your dream? I can make it come true.
Really? I want to be a dragon and fly in the sky on those big wings.
Good, good. So, child's light. I like it. Now put on this mask. That way you will be in tune with your dreams.
Just put on this mask? Is that really all?
Oh, that's all. From now on, no one will recognize you anymore.
What is that supposed to mean? This is getting scary.
Oh, pitiful night of terrors. For only us, Glenmoril and his two sons survived it.
What are you talking about? I don't know anything about this. Please, tell me.
You never even mattered. Farewell.
Professor, are you awake? I need to talk to you.
Oh, it's you. Of course I'm awake. We lost our ability to sleep a long time ago. So what do you want, Boltzmann?
Professor, our experiment failed.
This is a matter of perspective. You are too impatient. Now we need to wait.
What exactly are you waiting for? And how long do you intend to wait?
For the one who stands on Nemolai, the Blue Orphan. We did not qualify for it. This is why I can only wait now.
I can't wait any longer. So this is our farewell, Professor.
After all this, you're leaving too. I'll miss you a little.
What's your home place like after such a long time? Do you feel anything about it? Nostalgia, perhaps?
Nothing. I have no memories of it, not even dust remains. And my home place is Atmora.
Oh, you seem to have become quite familiar with this body. Well, I'm not all that impressed. You won't be able to return in case of emergency, will you?
I don't care. There are many alternatives. You can just cut me off when you don't need me anymore.
But wouldn't the suffering of being separated from your lord be intolerable? Though you may know something about it already, considering you lost your home place first.
So what have you been doing since then?
I found an interesting tree in Skyrim and brought a branch with me. Isn't it nice?
So you were reading books to a tree branch of all things. What, are you nurturing it for something?
Yes, that's right. It's a good child. I'm sure it will become a good bard in the future.
That's insane. Kittens are much cuter.
newcomer? What kind?
Not sure, maybe a cat.
Oh, it does not matter. Anyone is welcome. Welcome to Khajiit's stream. You are this one's second uninvited guest. This one is called Jacoby, the last of the loathsome chick traders.
Roly-poly, rolling round and round, hum. I was walking with Aisha and there was a booming noise, and snow flew around and poof, here I was. A very cute cat. Nakaba tells me that someone who has a tail is practically a Khajiit. So, I'm a Khajiit then. Nakaba says that true Khajiit do skooma. I wonder, is skooma delicious? Nakaba collects yellow round tins. I help him out too. Nakaba said don't touch, so you shouldn't touch it. Always been friends with Jacoby. Hey, I've said this before. Still, good idea. Jacoby is a lonely man, so I have to keep him pumping. I know what a chick is. It's a yellow and round thing.
Newcomer, I have nothing to do. Let us talk. Ah, who knows? She's a small thing. She was lost when she got here. She said she does not know who she is, and she often complained and cried next to Jacoby. Precisely that. Jacoby is the last of them. They all died, and after all, the duty of the chick traders is done. Nobody needs them anymore. We did many bad things, but Khajiit cannot dare quit just yet, for the egg has not been broken completely, not yet. You do not need to know, not even Khajiit knows. Perhaps it is important not to know. Quagmire said we will recognize it when we see it. This is why the rules of the chick traders are written vaguely. We must do our duty without knowing the truth. Khajiit knows no one by this name, and he never forgets the names of the other chick traders, so that one must be an impostor. It is because the Prince of Anekina and his royal guards were selected as the chick traders. Jacoby remembers all of his men's names and faces. Jazel cannot be a chick trader, absolutely not. Since the egg cracked, when it breaks completely, then the stream will end, and when Jacoby finishes his duty, he will finally be able to die. She will merely wake up, nothing will change. She will forget all about this place, and Khajiit will forget her too. A beginning had been prophesied. Shegorath talked through a certain severed head and told the Quagmire 3 stories. This is how we found out that Roly-Poly prefers kittens. So the baby hunt began and kittens in Anekina were killed. The young kitten is particularly cautious. You should not understand. When you do, Roly-Poly will start chasing you. So this one made this story misleading by replacing words and adding metaphors. It is the mission of the chick traders to tie down the chickens, crush the chicks and warm the eggs, all while dodging Roly-Poly. In exchange for the life of a kitten we bring peace to the world, but after all that has been done, Khajiit can only say, this is nothing but a sacrifice. Roly-Poly, you will pay him too. It is your fate. This one already said, Jacoby has special knowledge. He got to see what you could not, so be prepared to face anything. Jacoby realized what the thing in the egg was at the last moment. Then the egg is not an egg anymore. It becomes a chick, yes. A chick grows into a chicken, and when the chicken cackles, Tom comes and cats lose their sleep. So Jacoby crushed it before it could do that. No, not just yet. Jacoby broke the egg and got here before he could catch Khajiit. There is still time. But when the stream ends, Roly-Poly will catch Jacoby and melt him down, and all will forget Jacoby. That is good, no? It means you are still sane. And besides, if you understood the story, Jacoby would have to kill you. After all, Jacoby is still a chick trader. Jacoby realized what the thing in the egg was at the last moment. Then the egg is not. A chick grows into a chicken, and when the chicken it is a secret. This one will never tell anyone, but Jacoby can tell you this instead. It is about the owls. When he learned the secret of the eggs, Jacoby foresaw what you could not, including Roly-Poly, and they were observing us all the while. From the beginning, from the very beginning, you should be wary of the owls. No, but when this dream ends, Roly-Poly will catch Jacoby and melt him down, and all will forget Jacoby.
Roly-poly, rolling round and round. Nom.
Would you die for some cheese? I would. I've died millions of times already, and I'm just in time for the courier. It doesn't matter. Cheese is the best, balls of yarn are the best, you're number 6, and you're better than Malakath's underwear. It smells so bad, worse than Haskell's feet. No, wait, I think Haskell still smelled worse. Oh well, didn't I tell you about the raw eggs yet? That's right, it was once upon a time in Anakina when I was chasing down the scarab. As the blue cheese rolled across the desert, I realized turtles have more legs than hairs. He's so boring. He can't see me, or maybe he just doesn't want to see me. That means he's not crazy. In comparison, you are quite crazy. You even think you're having a chat with me. Do you have a compass? I want to draw a circle, because you know the moon needs a friend, right? Not a lover. Who would love a moon? I won't tell you, I won't tell you. You really want me to tell you? No, I won't. Shame on you. I knew it. Cheese. You understand what I'm talking about. It's the most important thing in your long, short life. Diggon's an idiot who can't see that. Though I'll give you the key to the cold door. Hot cheese. Everyone's mouth waters in the sight of a hardened cheese. There is only one path, but the number and direction of the footprints are indefinable. That's the truth and lies of the ball of yarn.
Is it okay to flush that baby down the river?
Of course. This river flows through the crater woods in the reach until it reaches Forkree, underneath. Flushing the baby here is our next step. In mid-flow, it will be picked up by the kind-hearted Ananias.
How do you know that? Did the eyes of Hinnom tell you that?
That is simply a tool, no? It can only be used for surveillance and assassination at best. But Jazzer has a vague idea of how these things work, yes. Anan, she is kind. She will be compelled to pick up the baby, compelled to save it. Even if it means giving her own life to do so.
Is this flow an example of the owl's wisdom as well?
Jazzer is confident that it is. He has learned so from Yelem's legacy, yes. And he cannot deny that even that is the result of being guided by the owls.
I dread to even think about this, but are they going to contact us directly or?
All the owls can do is offer guidance. Excessive interference on their part would change the flow itself, yes. That is how great their power is.
That's tremendous. So what's at the end of this flow?
As she told you, it is Forkree. Underground there still rests a statue of an old god worshipped by the Needs. Anem will wash the baby, and the river's flow will carry its curse and defile the statue of this god.
That will be a disaster for Falkreath. What? A ghost so frozen, Wormer. What? A ghost so frozen, Wormer.
Ulrich bastard, how long are you going to be wasting your time just talking? What a creepy place. I can't wait to go home. Ulrich bastard, how long are you going to be wasting your time just talking?
This one hears footsteps. Is someone coming? No, no one.
Jazzle, since you plan on relying on chance a little too much, I'm honestly really worried for the future.
The popular notion of God kills happenstance. We are not relying on happenstance, but fate, yes.
Thori's 6 lessons of Vivek Sermon 4. Now that's a crooks rant if there ever was one.
Even a pretender can be real as long as he believes he is. He was real, and he most definitely believed he was known. He was like a fish in this river. Smaller minds like yours and Jazzers can never hope to understand.
There are no fish in the river now, though. Did they vanish like that Vivek?
This one does not know. Perhaps he drowned in the current, or perhaps he is suffocating on the river's bank, yes. Or perhaps the fish are still swimming in the same place, and it was simply Jazzer and his friends that were swept downstream.
What? The ghosts are frozen.
Again,
Wormer.
this sign is not of an owl. Is there something else, perhaps? Again, this sign is not of an owl. Is there something else, perhaps?
What a creepy place. I can't wait to go home.
Looks like Felix is dead. Shall I get rid of him?
No, this will still work. Just hand this one the pills in the box over there. You are aware of what is inside, yes?
Yelon's mutagen activator, right? But if he becomes a monster, he'll be too difficult for an ordinary hunter to handle.
That is fine. He will become a sacrifice for the new chick to come, no?
The owls will interfere for sure. Are you certain you want to do this?
Yes, that is right. They will not stand for it, and they will get involved directly. That is when we will be able to kill them.
But will it work? That'll be like a small fish fighting a whale.
If the real shape appears, then all our attempts will surely fail. But they are not that stupid. No, they will simply send their avatars, surely. You only need to get rid of some of them, yes? But be sure to give yourself enough time to get away.
I don't think it's possible to escape it all, though. I'm betting on that. What? The ghosts are frozen. Warm up.
These are surely footsteps. Someone is wading from upstream to downstream, over and over again.
Anyway, what's the nature of the curse that was placed on us?
Loza, the shepherd trapped in the past. The essence of his curse is to long for something that cannot truly be there anymore.
Laza, but that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Did he even live?
You are right. He was not supposed to leave. For all the nomads who were attacked by Lemmy died, no.
So, all you're saying is that all this with Laz is just a way for you to escape death?
They mimic an owl. It is as easy as imitating a voice.
Why bother imitating an owl at all? Why not a hare or something?
They already failed with the hare, yes. They learn from mistakes far better than mortals. Now doubt is turning into certainty. The consequences of what Jazzer is yet to do are merging into Jazzer of the present.
Falkreath sent a request. They say they have 6 chicks.
Not 5, not 7, but 6. A very good sign, yes.
Shall I send someone over right away, then?
No, Jazzer will go. And he will not hurry. He must arrive a little late.
But why? I'm not sure I understand.
If this one is delayed a little, another will appear and replace one of the chicks. And that will be the real chick the chick trader is looking for.
Oh, are we at that stupid story about how an egg can be a chicken or something again?
Oh, but of course. It is a story spun by fish that Shigorath brought from another river or perhaps downstream, yes. This story shows us what we want, and destroys us.
Do you think it was Jabal of Anakina? Did he come to this world with a purpose like Pelennor?
As she told you, it was brought in. Jabal was no such thing. All he wants is to return to where he came from, yes. Jazzer will now capture the chick, but the chick is already trapped. Jazzer will now capture the chick, but the chick is already... Strange. It is so strange. This one feels like he is supposed to be here, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Jazzer wonders who it is in someone else's dream, who in oblivion dreams of the dreaming gods, dreaming of Jazzer. Jazzeri, the hidden survivors of Sathor, Orlando of Admora, Jabal the cat, and Lossa the shepherd. No, it is even earlier. Lemmy, no. Her death is a fixed point. It must be. But from where? How did Lossa survive on his own? Who was watching? Who passed on the knowledge? Was Molag Bal not the only one who was there, perhaps? Something unnatural is interfering. Where did it come from? The haze is hanging over everything. There is someone without a name, yes. It is not Sheboraf, and yet it feels as if he was there all along. Did they take away the name we forgave it, or did they simply make them forget? Who knew? No, it is obvious. Where does the water in the river come from? From the spring to the sea, from the beginning to the end. The blue star is visible now, but that is not Jazzer's role to play. Jazzer can only ever be Jazzer. Only Jazzer can weave the tale of Jazzer, and Jazzer's tale comes to an end here. It is no longer Jazzer's from this point on. It is the tale of the one who watches Jazzer now. It is the tale of Jazzer's dear little chick. We must simply follow the flow now. No one will survive, not even Jazzer. We must simply follow the flow now.
Well, Orlando is there. What comes next? Oh, looks like I'm in trouble. I had no idea it was still so powerful. Perhaps it would be enough to simply banish and contain it. Well then, let's just indulge in some writing until the time is right. Now how shall we start? Perhaps with an encounter between a puppet and a patsy, and then paint an image of ordinary, unassuming life. Repetition is important after all. And continue with a chick trader and hunting witches, though the latter may be a bit. No, let's do this. It's a bit aggressive, but it won't hurt the plan. Our interference must be minimal and yet cause a situation with no choice. The rest will follow. Otherwise, we will not be able to see the blue star. Air is foul and fell is fair, and so I will be the kind one. Enjoy.
Roly-poly, Jabalicat. That is right. It is wonderful. Even if there are those who crush chicks, they are still wonderful. Those who do not destroy are also wonderful. Everything is wonderful. Everything is. For those who know everything is wonderful, all is wonderful. If everyone knows what is great, then everything will be wonderful. But not knowing what is wonderful, then nothing is. This is all Jesus' idea. All of it. Nothing else. He owns nothing else. This is the only treasure of Jazzer, this egg.
Hey, Bard is here. Let's go listen to his stories, Lala. But that's boring. Let's go play house. Fine. I'll go play with corn. That's fine. I'll just go play with corn.
Plaza, is that you? I'm too busy taking care of the guest. Go count the sheep for me, will you?